Adam Carolla, you came up with an idea that there is a Gimp in the stadium, correct?
They all have one assigned to them.
Each stadium has a Gimp assigned to it.
Right.
Okay. So the Jets and Giants play in the same stadium, so there would be 31 Gimps.
Right.
And what would these Gimps do again?
Well, they make an unbiased call because the idea dawned on me when I was watching all the replay stuff, and it was clear to us that he got his hands and he made a football move.
Yes.
By the way, I would define catching a football as a football move. I'm old-fashioned that way. When somebody catches a football, they've then checked the box, football move.
Yes.
He caught a football.
Yes.
A guy threw it to him. He was in a uniform, and he caught it.
Yes.
Football move. But we see the thing where he catches the ball. He starts to turn. He takes one step. He gets blown up by the safety. The ball goes squirting out. Your team recovers. You're going nuts. Then they go back, and they go, not enough to overturn what we already called.
Correct.
My feeling is I don't like that factor. That taints it. Mm-hmm. I want a fresh set of Gimp eyeballs on this thing.
And so it's fresh because the Gimp has been in a box or in a trunk, one would think, with the team colors on it?
You call it a pen. There's many things we call it. No, the deal with the Gimp is he doesn't know the team. He doesn't know the players. He doesn't know what city he's in. He doesn't know the date. He doesn't know who's president. He doesn't know anything. He's a Gimp. He comes out, first thing, he's blinded by the sun. He's not seen the light of the sun in weeks now. And it's this, and he's blinded, and he's disoriented, and we run him. He has a handler, you know.
Sort of like Bevo coming out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like the buffalo. Yeah, it's a couple of, but they're scantily clad. But still the cowboy hat flies off when they're running with him.
There is some showmanship to this, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. The crowd's going nuts. They run him out. They're flogging him. You know, he has his leash, but they're also using it to beat him as they're bringing him out. Of course, between the sunlight and being flogged, and they push him under the thing, and he just makes a declaration. He doesn't know what two teams are playing. He's not in a fantasy league. He has nothing riding on this at all. It's like, did he catch it? Did he do it? Once he does it. Now, obviously, if it goes against the home team, that's when they double down on the beatings of the guy, and they run him back into his pen.
Now, the fact that there's no more hood, by the way, I don't know if you're aware of this, it's now just a tablet. They bring the tablet out because they don't want the refs running underneath the hood. Sometimes the apparatus is in the bowels of a stadium, probably closer to where the Gimp would emanate from.
Right.
Now it's just a tablet. Does this change anything in your mind?
No, as long as we do it right at the 50-yard line and right in the middle of the field, and we put it up on the Jumbotron, and as long as their handler / sort of dominatrix is there waiting, for the beating. Yeah. If he goes against the popular opinion, and we can run him back like the buffalo, then no, I don't think the tablet makes a difference.
I've got about 2 minutes left here, Adam. How would you suggest I bring this up to the ultimate authorities in the National Football League? I mean, how do I unveil this idea to make sure it works? I mean, you're a corporate man. Again, you've got your podcast, you've got your 4-day cruise.
I think you remind everybody it's a sport, but it's a business first. Like we're in the entertainment business. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And just like you've rethunked some of the end zone celebrations and other things
the rules there.
Of that nature, you've done it not because you're a purist, but because you're business people. And you understand there's a lot of stuff going on with the MMA and pro wrestling and a lot. They get it. They get their entertainment. And we got to keep up with the Joneses. And if we're just going to have some middle-aged dude with salt and pepper in his hair, dawdle over to that's the last time you saw your grandfather stare at a tablet. Exciting? Would you call that exciting? No, we're in the entertainment business. And in order to entertain, we need to innovate. We need to innovate to entertain. You understand? And this is innovation. And it's the kind of thing that, a couple of purists will frown on, a couple early, but soon, just like all the other innovations. And then you do this one, you do a moral equivalency thing. Remember a few years ago? No black quarterbacks in the league. Okay. Now we have black quarterbacks. Is this a good thing? And they go, well, of course it's a good. You go, well, there you go. You see what I mean? You take a false moral equivalent and you tie it to it, right? And then no one's going, are you against black quarterbacks? I'm certainly not. No. Well, then you're not against it.
Now you're in the Gimp.
Now the Gimp.
AdamCarolla.com for tickets. Thanks for coming on, Adam. You're a good man.
Thanks, Rich.
You got it.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app, and I'll be sure to help the NFL figure out what a catch is.